Injury updates were front and center Wednesday for Toronto FC at the Kia training ground. Gareth Wheeler with you as Toronto FC prepares to take on the Vancouver Whitecaps Saturday. They're dealing with a couple of injury issues. Steven Beitashour did some running on his own on Wednesday as he tries to prepare to play his former team this weekend. He needs to pass his concussion protocol test, a test that he failed last week. Beitashour is seeing a doctor on Wednesday, and his status will be updated later on in the week. As for Sebastian Giovinco, rumors started to swirl last night as he posted a picture on Instagram of him what looked like to be on a plane. The club confirmed on Wednesday that Sebastian Giovinco did in fact fly back to Italy to see his personal doctor. That appointment was regularly scheduled for next week, which is the bye week for TFC, but it was moved forward after he suffered the IT band contusion last Saturday against Philadelphia. It was going to be very difficult for him to play after a lengthy travel to Vancouver and still nursing that knock, so the team decided to let him go now rather than next week. Here's head coach Greg Vanney on Giovinco's status.
I mean, we've looked at him in the training room. We've done some things in terms of mobility and stuff like that, and you make kind of an assessment based on that. But it would take a whole week and doing some things on the field to really assess where he's at in terms of could he have played or could he have not played. But I know, given the circumstances and the time of year, we're not going to risk Sebastian at this moment. We're gonna play the long game and be patient
with Giovinco being unavailable. That opens the door for Tosaint Ricketts to be handed his first start of the season. He saw his first game action replacing Giovinco in the first half in Philadelphia and was effective and dangerous throughout. For the Canadian international, any matchup against a Canadian team is a special one.
Yeah, there's a little more bragging rights, and it's like a battle of Canada, which is always good, and to be a part of it, it's excellent.
Ricketts obviously in line for the start alongside Jozy Altidore Saturday against the Vancouver Whitecaps, who have been doing some significant traveling of their own. They were in San Jose last weekend, a 3-2 loss to the Earthquakes, as well as in Monterrey, Mexico, losing 2-0 in the CONCACAF Champions League to Tigres on Tuesday night. So they'll be tired, and the question now begs for TFC, what other changes, if any, does Vanney make ahead of this matchup? Victor Vasquez and Tsubasa Endo were the two players that came into the team last weekend. Do they retain their spots, or do they make way for other players to check in? We'll be all over this storyline as we head out to Vancouver for Saturday's game. You can watch 4 p.m. on CTV and listen to it on TSN 1050 radio.